Coming up, let's hear how Cypher is redefining mobile voice quality here at CTIA Supermobility Week 2015. Please welcome CEO John Walker.
You're watching YBL TV.
Why is cell phone audio quality so poor?
Mostly because we as a society have changed. We're a mobile society, and the smarter our devices get, the advent of the smartphone, the more we tend to transact business or try to hold voice communication in more places. And now as we move to voice as an interface, we're seeing that we're commanding and controlling parts of our life with voice that we didn't before. And so it presents new challenges to any device that's centered around voice, and the cell phone's a good example. We have to now figure out a way to deal with voice in a new way. The background noise is distracting to us. The technologies we have in today's devices are really adaptations of old technology, and those adaptations have gotten us so far, and that's where we are today. But as we have gotten more and more untethered as a society, we are presenting to the smartphone and to the cellular networks more and more of a challenge to deal with it, more and more ambient noise.
How is Cypher addressing this issue and solving it?
We recognized 3 years ago that despite all of the latest advances in noise reduction, voice isolation, that we all still identified with the typical problems. Working out of the home office, and your dog decides to start, going nuts because someone showed up at the front door. Those are realities we deal with today. There's got to be a way, using the compute horsepower that we have on these devices, thanks to things like Angry Birds, right? And do something useful to make it not just a smarter phone, but a better device for capturing and transmitting voice. And so Cypher has really been about building a framework that makes the smartphone immune to the surroundings wherever we find ourselves. And that required coming in from a different angle. We started with a team of mathematics and pattern recognition guys and built a framework that is trained on using a neural network and a large database of human speech so that we could educate our smart devices on what it is we're looking for. We're looking for things that look and sound like voice to the device. What we've done is essentially created an algorithm that reliably can pick out voice out of an incoming audio stream. Essentially, by doing that, ignoring everything else.
With regards to the cell phone manufacturers, why aren't they really addressing this issue a little bit more that they should be doing?
Cypher has, for the last 3 years, been in R&D mode, developing the science, proving that the science works. And a big part of that last 3 years was actually getting that science running on something that fits within the cell phone ecosystem. And so now, very recently, we have software ported that runs on a few of the audio cores that are used in that ecosystem. We're going to have more of those ports available by the end of the year. And we're going to basically become, because we're a software-only solution, we'll become a check mark option. You can license our IP on various ports that are to silicon that's already being used in the cell phones. The manufacturers are coming around. They're going to realize, how do we spend money in the bill of material of these smartphones to get the best output? Smartphone companies, currently, spend quite a bit of money of their bill of material in relative terms to getting rid of noise. Between us and the best-selling smartphones in the US, we're anywhere between 9 and 18 times the voice isolation capability of those devices. We're saying to those manufacturers, take a software-only solution, doesn't require you to get any silicon, dedicated silicon, and produce that type of result. We think that we have an opportunity to dominate in this space, given the performance that we've achieved and the fact we're software-only.